thanks.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, so I'm good to go whenever you are, Phoenix.
Yep. Alright, just
Alright.
adjust the volume. Good now.
Alright,
Yep.
sweet.
Alright, I'm whenever.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I'm Gazco41, and this is Spyro the Dragon, 120%. All 80 dragons, all 14,000 gems, and 12 dragon eggs. At the end, that unlocks after you get 100%.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
The first dragon, you can't skip him, but luckily you
Then
can skip
find
all the
the
others.
released. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Gone, never mind. Okay, good. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is head over to Sunny Flight. We're gonna step on these stones to open it. But not a secret to us. So the main thing about Sunny Flight is just kind of manipulate these planes on screen, or if they're far away enough, then they don't move at all. So we want to try and take advantage of that. Also, for flight levels, the lower you fly, the faster you go, pretty much. So I'll be trying to fly pretty low for the flights. Okay. Get up there, Spyro. So at the end of Sunny Flight, you're gonna see me crash into a wall after I hit the last chest. And the reason you do that is because normally Spyro does this victory animation once he gets everything, and he flies way up. But if you crash into something, then he can't fly up, just like that. So it saves about 4 or 5 seconds. Alright, so now for the platforming part. You got Sparks, he's your health, and he also picks up the gems for you. If he takes 3 hits, then you lose Sparks, and you have to get gems by yourself. But hopefully we won't see much of that in this run. It's a pretty cool out of bounds. There isn't much out of bounds in this run. There is in the game, but it's not really useful to the run. That's very unlike Spyro 2 and 3, where it's all about glitches and stuff. That's the out of bounds. Saves a bit of time. It's possible because Spyro gets a lot of extra height whenever you jump out of a charge. So there's a couple of jumps in this game that aren't really intended. And there's a couple of key chests in this game. Once you open it, if you just kind of charge into the chest, then all the gems should home into you. Otherwise, they'll just scatter everywhere. Hey, Nos the Whelp and Nova Spell. Thanks, guys. So right there, I just kind of rolled up the waterfall. Normally whenever Spyro somewhere isn't supposed to be, like on some slope, the game just rolls you back down. Then you can kind of jump out of it and go upwards up things. It's kind of cool. This game, you may have like chased them a lot as a kid and like they seemed hard to catch or whatever. Just because if you flame like while you're charging, or like if you flame during a charge, the flame goes with Spyro as you're charging, so it's really easy to get. The thieves aren't really triggered to run since you're so far away. So right there, you just saw a flame charge, and those are used to basically just kind of cut corners in this game. Certain things that time to like just charge it, so if you flame charge, you can save a bit of time overall throughout the run. It's like that. But basically how it works is, if Spyro just charges something, then the gem automatically homes in. Then the gem just kind of pops up. But if you flame and then charge, the game still thinks you're charging, so the gem just homes into you. But, like, you have to be a certain distance away, and like every enemy and every chest is kind of different. So for every dragon you rescue, like whenever you touch it, Spyro walks to a certain place, and it's the same place every time. So you just kind of have to know where to free each dragon. Like right here, I'm gonna free him right there because Spyro walks to a specific spot. So if you freed that dragon on the opposite side, you have to like kind of wait for Spyro to walk all the way around. and it saves a lot of time overall. What I did just there was I skipped the animation on the thief. Since I was in the air, it just kind of skipped the animation of the game giving me the egg. I just try and jump every time I free an egg or whatever. Those are fan chests, and take 3 flames to break open. So that was a skip into Toasty. Normally you're supposed to go into a return home whirlwind to open this dragon mouth. Since there's not really any in the way, it's just faster to go out of bounds to enter it. So that dog just jumped off the ledge and killed itself because I ran kind of on the outside of the ledge and he just kind of followed me. What's off the map, the game just gives it to you. Most of the time. Always. Yeah, that's all the levels for Artisans. We're just gonna clean up this hub here. Peacekeepers. Yeah, there's some more flame charging. It just really adds up over time. I should have made it, honestly. Wait. Flight first. It just skips us having to use the cannon at one wall. Yeah, this is Night Flight, the second flight level. This is the only flight level that doesn't have any cycles or anything moving. Everything's just kind of stationary. animation skip on that lighthouse. There's another skipping the A cutscene. So I kind of jumped before I flamed. Alright, so at the start of Dry Canyon, there's like a fan chest right at the start. The things that take 3 hits to break open. And I'm gonna try and position myself in a certain way. And the fan part of the chest like kind of flies up top. And that's used a couple times in this run. Using the fan to kill some enemies. Roll for that key. That purple gem was an enemy, but like I said, the fan. So these spring chests right here, normally you're supposed to just like flame it and the gem pops way up in the air, then you jump and catch it and it gives you the gem. But if you just kind of jump and flame at the same time, then you can get the gem right as it's coming out and the chest breaks. It is pretty tough. It up at the start. So you just kind of charge into it, because if you flame it like that, it takes a while for it to break. But it's not that big of a deal. I mean, personally, I have everyone pretty much memorized, but it's not that big of a deal. Where that really adds up for each one. Just as long as like you're not on the opposite direction of the dragon. Fine. Clifftown has a couple cool jumps that aren't really intended to do. Taking advantage of that jumping out of a charge to give you some extra height. Yeah, these birds kind of suck. They're not very consistent, like, when they come down. I'm not sure if it's RNG or if it's, like, how you move. Hey, thanks, Hum. What's up? Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, normally we're supposed to hit that one wall with this in, but I don't have to because of that wall glide earlier. And boss level, Dr. Shemp. And as you've seen with Toasty, bosses aren't really hard in this game at all. You just gotta kind of flame them a couple times and that's it. And so yeah, we just kind of finished off this level right where we started. Gems are laid out, I guess. Yeah, having blue sparks right there is kind of sucks because those bats can be kind of trolly. Then a butterfly shows up and Sparks eats it. Gotta get those gems by yourself. Magic stairs, just kind of hold and angle yourself correctly. This run could be better, could be worse. Sunny Flight kinda sucked because I missed a plane. I think Artisans was still like 12:20 something for leaderboard timing. Alright, yes, we just finished up Ice Cavern up here with this key chest. Yeah, it was like, I think it was like 12:45 or around there whenever I finished Artisans. Back like 20. Why am I talking to him? I'm used to Vortex. Jeez. Yeah, that's like what, a 27:35 Peacekeepers? $27. Oh, good. Crafters, this is where the run really kind of picks up in difficulty. A lot of hard levels in this world. Yeah, that was another fan chest snipe. I hit that guy behind the wall on after he died. Right, so I made the first cycle of this level. This cycle, or this level, is very cycle based. There's 4 total. To make, can't really mess up at all. That probably ruined it, yeah. Okay. But yeah, something I forgot to mention, but like, the fastest way to turn around is to just, like, kind of jump and then turn around. Because if you just, like, kind of stop and turn around on the ground, it's very, very slow. So you'll see a lot of me just, like, kind of jumping in the air to turn around. Spyro 2 and 3. It's actually faster to just pivot in 2 and 3. Pivoting is very, very bad in this game. Yeah, charging that last fireworks chest can be quite difficult. Not much room to work with there. Oh yeah, thanks Venom. I didn't even say anything about that. That wall just has no collision at all for some reason. Like it's just second nature to me. It's nothing special. Also, for that chest, you're supposed to get a key, like later on in this home world, to open it, but we just use a supercharge to break it, because that works too. Yeah, there's a pretty cool supercharge strat coming up. Hopefully I get it. Get that one gem? No, I had way too much height. Normally I don't have enough height. That's just way too much to get back to there and then clear out this area. See? See another fan chest snipe on that thief there. Angle myself till I get behind it. Yeah, Wizard Peak, we're gonna start off by playing. That camera's kinda awkward. Yeah, we're gonna start off by going to this secret. Secret to me as a kid, at least. So there's another wizard just like that. We're supposed to go back to that secret area to get him. It's really slow, so we're gonna do something else. For that wizard right there. I'm gonna use the supercharge and try and use that one wall as a ramp. Just like that. Yeah, that supercharge wasn't really intended because I went down one supercharge and not two. You can really abuse the supercharge in this game. Like if you just hold in X at the very tip of your jump, then you get a lot of height out of it. Okay, this run is good now. Yeah, just like that, like I rescued the dragon at a really bad spot and you saw Spyro walk for a really long time. Of how not to get a dragon. So right there, I kind of angled my camera to the side, because whenever Spyro goes in the portal and the camera's like that, the camera has to like kind of take time to catch up to Spyro. Spyro is still flying, but like the level isn't loaded yet. So Spyro keeps on flying into the dragon that's on the other side of the portal. So whenever I come out of here, that dragon should be freed, if I did it correctly. So yeah, that plane isn't even bad to miss because it's right there. And skip, just kind of crash into the bottom part of that arch. No dragon. Blowhard just has a cycle I want to catch at the start here. I was way ahead, but it's funny because Boom and Chris actually go for this cycle before that one. Your movement has to be absolutely perfect to make it. Making this cycle just makes this room right here a whole lot easier. Oh man, but that just happened. Oops, gotta be careful. Yeah, just charging into his dead body, the gems just kind of home in instead of scattering everywhere. Rafters. Grab away from here. Slow, but I don't want to move her. Yeah, we're gonna glide over here. That's not intent. This top section. Surprised that flame hit the guy. That wasn't too bad. This is Wild Flight. It's like the easiest flight, but the hardest at the same time, depending on strat you do, I guess. Until I can't make it anymore, because it's cycle based. If I'm too slow, I'm just going to abort. and cut as many corners as possible to make the cycle. Should be good, I think. Oh, barely got him. Him. But I still made the cycle, so it's all good. Alright, next is Misty Bog. This is probably most people's most hated level in speedrun. Only because of like the last room. Really? Yeah, I left that one enemy because we'll be circling back to him anyways. Kinda wanted that, but it's okay. Yeah, coming up right here is like the sucky part of this level. Frogs in here. Their tongues are just totally OP. That's kind of bad, but normally if you leave with sparks, then it's a success. Didn't need that. Oh well. Yeah, one more death piece to get back to a certain point. Right here, I'm gonna jump and then charge. This jump right here. Normally you're supposed to like go off a bunch of ramps, and it takes a long time to do the intended way. But if I jump before I charge onto that supercharge, the game thinks I'm coming up from like a higher spot, or like a different supercharge, I guess. So it just thinks I have a lot more speed than I actually do. Yeah, right here, I'm gonna try and use this like part of the tree as a ramp. Very nice. Yeah, that was not intended either. Alright, Metalhead, for Peacemakers. Getting all those chests and gems right there is not easy to do. It's like all in one straight charge. And got everything. I have a gem count later on, so I'll just check there. So for the metalhead fight, you just have to kind of break these poles whenever they're green. I should have 317 right here. Okay, good. Was a pretty good metalhead. Alright, so now we just have to clean up the rest of Beastmaker's homeworld. The cycle I was gonna try and go for. It's okay. Let's just try and kill that guy before we... This electricity thing. This is the second to last world. The hardest world in my opinion. Really tricky levels. Full to lower platform. Our main goal is to just kind of get the super flame as fast as possible. This certain fairy that kisses us. This fairy right here is just temporary super flame. So we're gonna try and do a little skip here. Try and break this one door that we're not supposed to. Yeah. Supposed to use a different fairy to break that door. Yeah, this is kind of like the hidden part of the level. The game took me years and years to beat just because I couldn't find this part. And this fairy gives you the forever, well, for this level. There's some more. These knights are pretty tricky to flame charge, so I'm doing a lot better than I expected. I'm gonna flame that because I have green sparks, don't want to lose them. Also, if you die with this supercharged breath, or super flame breath, then you lose it and you have to go back and get it. So it wastes tons and tons of time. So yeah, for this level we just kind of finish right at the start again. It's that guy. Here to get back to the start of the homeworld. Otherwise you gotta take those whirlwinds and that takes forever. Yeah, these turtles kind of suck. Anybody that runs this game knows that. Just so unpredictable of when they're gonna fire their little fireball thing. Pull, please. Afraid of that. The fire's right here, so not that big of a deal. green sparks is not great to have right here. Work. Try to shrink these guys so we can kill them and get their gems. There's no other way to kill them besides shrinking them. You can't charge them because they're big, and you can't flame them because they're metal as well. So Icy Flight, this is the last flight level in the game. This first part has to be pretty good to make this one train cycle. This guy. So these turkeys are pretty interesting because whenever you flame them, their gem just homes in every single time. I think that's the only enemy that does that. I could be wrong. That's pretty helpful to us. Dang, I missed the one gem up there. But anyways, I tried staying to like the left side on that 1-4. Because, like I said in Sunny Flight, if you're far away from something that doesn't move, get those guys in the spot I want them to be in. I have to go back and get that one gem. Okay. Yeah, Lofty does have some great music. Game. Okay, all that's left for Dreamweavers is the boss, Jacques. Yeah, what Spyrothon said. For how bad of a level it is. For speedruns, at least. Yeah, the foals in this level, they raise platforms, just like in the hub of Dreamweavers. Try and flame them and do as many things as we can while their platforms are still raised. Oh man. I have enough lives actually. Let's check. Yeah, so I still have the Death Abuse 2 more times, so I just gotta make sure I have at least 2 lives right now. It's the final world, Nasty's world. So in order to open those dragon heads right there, to kind of do the levels in order and go through the vortex at the end, when it takes you back home, the dragon heads won't open. They aren't even out of the way, so it's not even a big deal for us. mommy. That didn't work. Just trying to like get that guy to hit me with his barrel and like bark of the barrel to hit that one chest. Burger lens. Me. Sure, this part is really risky. It's right here, so that opens the next dragon mouth. So yeah, Twilight Harbor. Find this level pretty easy, so like towards the end of the run. Yeah, this level has tons of flame charges on the enemies. If you're like somewhat close, then it should work. And our first death abuse right here, because we gotta use that supercharge again. Faster than just running back. And here's our second one, because we're going right back to where we just were. Level. And I have 0 lives right now. I kind of set it up that way on purpose. For a certain skip. that guy's gem? Okay. Alright, so normally after you flame Nasty Nork for the final time, you get all of his gems, and then the credits start to roll. And then after the credits, you do the final level. In this game, so I'm gonna try and skip the credits. And they're about 3 minutes long. Yeah, first we're gonna try and make this a one cycle. Miss any gems and go back for him, then Nasty Nork is gonna run all the way around again. I'm really surprised that hit, actually. So yeah, that just skipped the credits. This is why the game over comes in handy, because spawn right back out here. Save some time from just leaving the level. How that works is, you want to like take damage first, because once you take damage, then you're invincible for a short time. If you're invincible, you want to try and charge glide into Nasty Nork. Since you're invincible, he'll just hit you right up as he like swings his mace down, and then you want to fly out of bounds, and then kind of flame him from underneath the floor, and his gems start to home in. And then once you get all of his gems, you die in the lava. And dying in the lava is what causes you to skip the credits, because you're dying at the same time. You could also skip the credits by just aiming Nasty Nork as he hits you and you die. So like, if you're just standing like right in front of him and he hits you with his mace, and then you die, but you flame him, that does skip the credits. Is that the gems don't home in time, so that won't work for this speedrun. Bounds just gives you enough time to get all the gems. Alright, got the first plane, kind of. Okay, good second plane. Go open some chests with some rockets. One last final treasure room. Still sub 130 RTA. Not too bad. Alright, time is right. No.
Spyro
Oh my
Dragon,
god,
you
literally
are
exactly on
exactly
estimate.
corrupted the dragon egg,
Oh, really?
and the dragons have recovered
I
Nice.
did an unfaded black and I was hoping it would be
exact,
exact, and it was.
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm
There's been so many people like 1 second short of estimate.
Wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days
That was
bumping
crazy.
heads with nasty
Yeah, I'll
Northern
take it. I mean, it's still sub 130 leaderboard timing, so
never
it's cool.
mind.
Yeah, back in like Magic Crafters, I was comparing. You were on like mid 131 pace, so you definitely kept doing good later on.
Yeah.
In spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent.
Yeah, got some dragons playing some sheep basketball. That's pretty cool. Anyways, that was 120%. Hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna hand it off to Alex. He's doing Spyro 2 100%. It's a cool run, and he's very good at the game, so thanks again.